Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media, all of our channels and networks. I'm Mike Morales here in the San Gabriel Valley of Southern California. That guy out there is
Dave Dineus, and I'm in Vista, California of North San Diego County.
Yes, also known as North County, for those of you who are from San Diego.
Yep.
I used to live in San Diego. I did for several years, actually. North County is that's closer to the beach. It's a little cooler in North County.
Yeah, I am close to the beach. About 6
Yeah,
miles
you are.
away.
I know. I'm in the armpit of the San Gabriel.
I like to rub that into you.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Well, here we go. Dave and I have been just beside ourselves. We have been dissecting and tasting the core line of Dulce Vida tequila. This is the 80 proof.
The 80 proof. The 80 proof line. So yes.
So far, Dave, what's been our verdict on the Blanco and the Repo? Yeah,
it's good stuff.
It's good stuff. I thought for sure when Milestone bought it from, I was just looking at my book, the Big Business of Kosher Tequila, that I wrote, and I interviewed the former owner of Dulce Vida,
Richard
Sorensen. And before he sold the brand to Milestone, once he did, Milestone, one of the first things they did was expand the line. They brought it down to 80 proof. And me and a whole bunch of other people were going, they dumbed it down and they're going to move distilleries and it's going to taste like crap. Well, guess what? It's none of those things, folks.
Look at that nice shininess.
Oh, look at that. And you got that sunshine coming through it. Oh,
actually, it's just some lights right there.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was that sunshine that you had coming down from Dave's house faces west, so he's getting the sunset right now.
Yep.
Oh, bubbles.
We close the curtains. Yep.
Bubbles. All right. Well, you know what? We are beside ourselves with the quality of the Blanco and the Reposado. Surprisingly, the Reposado is 11 months and it's very light colored. So I'm going to use a Glencairn for this one.
Glencairn also.
Okay. Much darker color on this Anejo.
Very much darker color.
Oh, look at that. Wow. Beautiful color. Look at that. Now, can you see that on my camera?
I can see the 2, 3, 4 lights. So
yeah, the ring lights as well. Look at, there's a big difference in color. We reminisced a lot, and we still are, on the 100 proof, the barrel strength 5-year-old extra Anejo organic that I.
Yeah, shut up. You're hoarding. Yes, I know.
Yeah, I'm hoarding. Yes, I will not share with anyone. But that is the only one that I know of this line that's got a really deep, rich color to it. Of course, it's been resting in a barrel much longer. This one's got some beautiful color though, Dave.
Yeah, beautiful color. It's really clean into the glass, but it's not giving me a bunch of, it's starting to give me a little bit of legs there.
One thing I will say right now, and I had a few gulps of water in between the Repo and this Anejo. I forgot to mention, Dave, that both the Blanco and the Repo are finishing dry for me. And there's a dryness that I'm getting now on my palate.
Yes, I'm getting it too.
Yeah, and I think that's the bourbon influence. The agave first of all, but then the bourbon certainly. Yeah, go ahead and get some more water. It will finish dry, and for me, it's been a medium to long finish. Dave hasn't felt it like that for him.
I felt it more up in my palate and not so much in.
Okay, the warm fuzzy down.
Yes.
Okay. Now the legs and tears are beautiful. I'm getting both here on this one.
And it's a very nice color. I'm not getting many tears. It seems like as I've gone along from the Blanco Repo to Anejo, the tears have lightened up a little bit, but there's some nice legs, nice fat legs there. It looks like it's just clinging to the glass.
Yeah, this was taking its really long time to form.
And I noticed that too with the others. It kind of had a thicker mouthfeel. which I forgot.
Yeah, which I think adds to that dryness that I'm getting now, at the end of my palate,
Mhm.
And I think it's been amplified by the bourbon that the Reposado is aged in. You're the guy who's keeping track of the aging on this. So what are they doing? What are they aging it in and for how long?
Let's wait.
Okay.
Let's wait.
He's gonna keep me in suspense.
I am going to keep you in suspense.
Oh my. Whoa. Hello.
That's an añejo. Ooh, boy.
That's got sweet nose. It's got a sweet wood notes on it.
Yeah. It's wood. Yes.
But it's sweeter. It's a sweeter. It's not all, it doesn't smell like a 2x4. You know what I mean?
Right. It doesn't smell like a 2-5. No, it smells like like an añejo should.
Yes. That's easy for you to say.
No, it's not. Oh,
Wow, down at the bottom of this glass, really some nice wood sweetness. To describe these, I would say like honeysuckle, a little caramel, maybe some butterscotch.
little caramel butterscotch type. Yeah. A little bit there. That's just different colored sugars.
Well, I mean, that's whatever's being imparted by the barrel, by the char of the barrel.
I just got the bourbon.
Oh, wow.
I really did that on the
You
right
got the
side.
bourbon.
On the right side.
Now, is it so you're telling me this is bourbon barrels, Theater, right?
It is bourbon barrels.
Okay.
That I will tell you. It's bourbon barrels.
Which goes in sweet and finishes dry, I think. Somebody explained it to me.
It has a lot of spiciness.
Yeah, it's very spicy. And that's what I will say. It's a lot of baking spice is what I'm getting. There's cinnamon. There's maybe some allspice, not a lot. I'm not getting any cloves. It's not, it doesn't lean toward that direction.
No, it's not that kind of, no.
It's more of a lighter baking spice. It leans toward more of the cinnamon and allspice.
Wow.
Shall we dive in?
Let's dive in.
Let's dive in.
Let's dive in. Wow. Just like the Blanco and the Reposado, nice sweet on the intake, right at the front, goes in the back, and it just spice just pops. Not as much as the Reposado. Getting some of the barrel back there too.
This is a bit mellower, but I think it lingers longer. It lingers much longer in the añejo than it does in the repo.
Yeah.
That's what I will say, because I got more of the hot cinnamon, especially at the rear of my palate. I'm surprised because it doesn't, the repo gave me more of a bitterness, which I was okay with. It's all right at the rear and the sides of the palate. This one, that hot cinnamon pepper, that combination of the hot cinnamon and the pepper was much longer and went all the way to the rear of the tongue, which surprises me.
I like that. Just
yeah. So you're getting, and on the retro nasal, I was getting more spice, but I'm gonna so that was only my first pass. I'm gonna go a second time here.
I'm already about on my third pass. Sorry. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm getting now I'm getting a little bit of the char, which is I'm getting at the rear of the palate, a little bit more of the dark chocolate to a bitter chocolate. It almost leans toward tobacco, almost.
And still some of that bourbon. I think that's kind of where the
that's where it is. That's when the bourbon. Yeah. Oh my God, the character on this thing.
It's good.
Wow. Dave, it hasn't lost anything from the 100 proof.
No. Maybe a little.
Well, I mean, it's not as intense. That 100 proof, that barrel strength, I'm telling you, is not. It's unless you're a seasoned bourbon drinker,
Yeah.
you might want to put this. You want to put that 100 proof like on a with a cube of ice or something, in a
With
rocks
a little bit of
glass.
ice cubes, yeah.
But
Something.
this one, nothing. It's got nothing. Nothing lost. It's really a lot bolder than I would have imagined. From the
Mhm.
Blanco to the Repo to the Anejo, it's much bolder than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be dumbed down.
The whole line has been bolder than what we were thinking.
Yeah,
Going 80 or 100 to 80, we were thinking, yeah, it's going to be watered down more. But, yeah, but no, it does. It maintains lots of the character.
yeah. Now I'm getting. It wasn't tobacco I was getting, or maybe it was on the flavor. Now I'm smelling more of the leather. I'm getting leather. Now that it's opening up in my Glencairn, I get a little bit of the tanned leather.
Yeah.
It's not as sweet too, Dave, because when we first opened it up, it was very sweet, right?
Exactly. Now that it is opening up, it is not as sweet.
Now you got to dig for that sweetness because it ain't there.
No, wow, it's complex.
This one I could pair with a cigar. See,
You think so?
the Ripple,
Okay.
I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But this Añejo, yes, I could. Now, what's the distillery? What's the distillery?
This one's the 1443 also. So the same as the Repo.
Same as the Repo. So what I'm thinking is they have all their barrels. The 1443 is the original distillery.
Mhm.
I'm just surmising here. I'm
Yeah.
speculating.
We don't know for sure.
We don't know for sure. But I'm thinking that the original distillery, which is where the Repo and the Añejo are coming from, they've got a lot of barrels that they used when they first were using that distillery. But the Blanco comes from another distillery. So I'm thinking that their original distillery has a lot of barrel space for them to rest these. Now tell me how long this has been rested. Okay, I forgot to ask you. How long?
24 months.
Okay, I believe that.
I
I
believe
believe the 24 months more than I do the 11 months on that Repo. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. And I think this one is probably more from their barrel strength that because the colors are. I should have pulled down the barrel strength, but I have to go dig it out. It's in one of my boxes in my storage unit, and I have to go dig through several boxes before I can find it.
Yeah, the difference is pretty.
It's dramatic. Yeah, look how dramatic that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many months again? 24?
24, 11 is what they're claiming.
Wow. I buy 24. I do. Now it's got some beautiful legs and tears on it now that are coming from the barrel. The color is beautiful. I think you could pair it with food. You could pair it with a cigar. I think this would be a great after dinner.
Old fashioned.
There you go. Old fashioned, Latin Manhattan. That'll work.
A Latin Manhattan.
Yeah, this will hold up to any cocktail, but yeah, for sure the old fashioned.
Come on.
Oh my God! Now it's coming back. Now the sweetness is coming back. This is only my first pour, folks, and it's like evolving in the glass. Okay, what's my price looks like? Well, yeah.
It's kind of not as I think this is a newer product of theirs.
I'm not sure.
I think
I kind of lost track of them after they sold out to Milestone, so I'm not sure.
I see a Drizzly for $40.
What?
Yep, $40.
You can have this quality delivered to your door for $40?
Well, no.
Drizzly 42, 43.
Drizzly will add their $19.95 delivery fee on top of that.
Well, yeah, of course.
You can get the tequila for $40.
I know, but I'm talking about the juice. What's the juice going to cost me?
Looks like about $40.
Are you serious? For 24 months?
Oh, yeah, that's red. Yeah, I'm not finding many. Town
Well,
center,
there's an añejo shortage.
$36.
There's an añejo shortage. I mean, it's just now start coming back because
Old Town, $40.
oh my God. Yeah, please. All day long. Oh, kids, you're gonna love this. This does not lose any character. It's a brand of promise nominee, and this is a legacy brand. It's been around. When did Richard Sorensen, did you say he started the brand? You had a date?
2009.
Yeah. I mean, 10 years for us, a legacy brand is anything over 10 years, 10 years and up.
Yep.
The brand well qualifies.
You could almost go what's the budget one?
Oh, value for sure.
Value.
On all three.
All three.
On all three, and the value category as well. Yeah, brand of promise nominee. Oh my goodness. Now, I did say, and I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but it is double organic certified. It's organic certified by a German organic certification agency that is one of the most stringent in the world. And it's also by the USDA. Kosher, it's always been kosher. Like I mentioned, that was I interviewed Richard, Mr. Sorensen, the former owner, for my kosher book here. Yes, it's a big business. It's $1 billion industry, ladies and gentlemen. Kosher is no joke. If you can find a kosher tequila, you definitely want to go there because it's not mainstream, and they kept the quality, Dave.
The quality is awesome. It really is.
That's what I'm saying. How are they? You said it was readily available. Do we know on the website how many states are they in? Just in the US?
That I don't know, but I was actually seeing it when I was back in Virginia. They had Dulce Vida. They had there.
So basically it's
A
available.
lot of places I've been, I've seen it.
So it's basically also available in control states.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. If you're in a control state, some brands with a wide distribution arm
avoid those like the plague.
Well, no, not necessarily, because they can get into them easier. Because they can like Cuervo is in every Cuervo and Patron is in every state that is considered control. Ladies and gentlemen, a control state is a state where the state itself owns the liquor stores. Like Jim lives in Ohio.
Yep.
RTJ, and all he can do is lament about the crappy availability of tequilas, even in Ohio. And you know what that's like, right?
Yes. Crappy stuff.
Because probably the only one that's any worse than Ohio would be Virginia. I do a lot of lurking. Those of you who are watching us on YouTube or listening to us on the podcast, I do a lot of lurking on Reddit. And every single time somebody from Ohio goes on Reddit and says, I hate our state-run liquor stores, because it's the same story. They're so disappointed about the amount and quality of tequilas available in Ohio.
Just what you can get. Yes, it sucks.
Well, because the only ones you can't get are all the big names, the usual suspects.
Suspects, yes. The Casamigos, the
Causa, but Patrons everywhere.
Patron,
and even the better lines, like the better lines of El Tesoro in a control state, hard to find.
Actually, I was able to get El Tesoro.
Yeah, but I'm saying the El Tesoro aids and I couldn't
get all of the expressions. I could only get like one, maybe two.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Not the entire line's available, maybe one or two, maybe one. So the Dulce Vida is in a control state. That means a lot to me, because that means that there are a lot of places, that you can find them.
Yep.
I just don't know how they can maintain that price.
I don't know either. I don't know
Because
either. It
I'm
is, it
hoping
is
that
an
the
autoclave tequila. Maybe they're saving a little money there. I don't know. Maybe they're getting more
I don't know.
yield. I don't know.
I know that the original distillery is a co-op. It's where Don Pilar is, and
Mhm.
in other words, they're all agave growers, but they all own that distillery.
Mhm.
So they can only handle so much, and then they don't grow any bigger, which is okay. I'm all right with that. I'm all
That
right
is
with
good.
small to
Yes, so am
mid-sized
I.
distilleries.
So am I. I've tried some of them big ones and it's like,
Yeah, yeah, I know. So I'm okay with that. And the Blanco now for Dulce Vida comes out of a very small distillery. There's like 5 brands that are coming out of there.
yeah, it was something like that. That was 1566 on the Blanco. And
Mhm.
there's, yeah, 3, 4, 5 maybe.
Yeah, so it's a small to mid-sized distillery. I like that they've maintained the high quality.
The one where the aged ones are coming out of,
Campanario.
Campanario,
Yes.
Campilor, um, Portobello,
Yep.
Sangre Azul,
Yep.
and Veneno.
Yeah. You and I've had Veneno from there. We
We had
love
Veneno.
Veneno, man,
Yeah,
all day
that was
long.
good. That was good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
So both distilleries are very quality oriented.
yeah.
I'm not sure how they're getting that pricing though. Yeah, I know. Brand of promise, value tequila. Go get it, folks. You
Value, legacy, just plain old rep, and where are we on? We're on the Anejo.
we're yeah, just everything. It is really a well-rounded. Now, that's our take on the core line. We will be back. Dave and I will be back because they have a whole other line that
Yep.
they've included in the
Including this.
expansion, and they're all infused tequilas. So this will be very interesting for us because Dave and I have done a few infused tequilas
We've
together.
done a few ones, yes.
We've got a high bar now for infused tequilas. Sadly, Rick and I have done some infused tequilas that are not. They use a little bit more additives. Let's
Don't
put it
quite
that
get
way.
up there, yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes to infused tequilas, we got a pretty high bar. But that's our take on this core line. Awesome stuff. I'm so glad. Thank you to Dulce Vida for making this happen.
Thank you.
So
Yes, thank
appreciate
you.
that. We'll be getting back together and doing the rest of the line, so you get an idea what the infusion happened, what they're about. Because summertime is coming, and maybe you don't want to mess with making your own margarita, your own spicy margarita.
Maybe you want to enhance a margarita.
Right. Or you just want to pour and serve, and that's okay too. But we'll get to those. But anyway, that's our take on Dulce Vida, the whole core line. We love it. Brand of Promise nominee in the legacy category. Go get it, folks. If you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, give us a like,
comments. We want them.
Yeah, leave us a comment. Tell us what you're doing with it, what you're paying for it. We don't know all the pricing. Is it more pricier someplace else? Is it, are you being, is it maybe another $10 more expensive someplace? I don't know. You guys tell us.
Yes.
Leave us a comment. Follow us on Instagram. Follow Dave on his Instagram. What's your Instagram handle again?
NV Tequila. That's NV.
NV as in Nevada.
Or
Nevada.
envy, like I envy that.
Yeah, no, he doesn't envy anybody. He's got more of a library than I do. And he's got the shelf space to prove it. So, but that's our take. I'm Mike Morales here in the San Gabriel Valley of Southern California. That gentleman out there is
Dave Dineus. I'm in North County, San Diego, in beautiful Vista.
Yeah, you've been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media, all of our channels and networks. Again, subscribe, but whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.